One of the best parts about Sparking Zero was the introduction of new what-if scenarios focused on the entire story of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. Some of these stories ranged from Goku going Super Saiyan early during the Saiyan Saga to a whole entire Gohan Black storyline. Let's discuss whether or not the Gohan Black story is a better written story than the Goku Black story that we got in the anime. Alright, so enough time has passed. Let's talk about if Gohan Black was a better story concept and idea compared to Goku Black, right? This is something that a lot of people have had debates about, discussions about in the past, and a lot of people did want to see Gohan Black as a concept instead of Goku Black in general, just because the Goku Black thing, it's just, you know, evil Goku, right? Still very cool. Don't get me wrong. I love the story, and I would go back and rewatch this entire story and, you know, the entire arc and everything from the anime, and I would still enjoy it, okay? But if we got Gohan Black, I just feel like everything about it would have just made more sense, and it would have hit a lot harder than just, oh, okay, well, we're gonna have Goku as kind of the main guy again in terms of that, all right? Gohan, you know, he's got all this potential, and that's what the Kais see, and that's what Zamasu sees, right? The main reason why he took over Goku's body is because not only was he kind of like the embodiment of everything he hated about mortals, but also because his strength and power is crazy. He's a Saiyan, right? And he's always getting stronger and everything. But then when you get to Gohan actually has the most potential out of any character other than probably like, what, Broly? So it would make more sense for him to take over Gohan's body instead of Goku's. I could see why they ended up going for Goku and making it that, you know, his own story, just because it's like, all right, well, Goku ended up being like the guy that pissed him off the most, okay? It was more like out of spite too. Like, oh, I got to take over this guy's body because he's the one that humiliated me and made me look, you know, weak as a god. Like, that's a bunch of BS, right? He hated that. So we're going to be breaking down the entire Sparking episode, this whole story, and going over the differences and things that I found that just worked out better. So how did Zamasu end up finding out about Gohan, okay? Obviously, they've never interacted, and they didn't even interact compared to Goku in the actual anime story, okay? And keep in mind, we're going to be focusing on the anime just because it's the more well-known thing. I'm not going to go over the manga stuff. At the end of the day, it's still Goku Black in the manga. So, at the tournament, Gohan is matched against a powerful enemy named Hit. Their fight draws the attention of every universe. So, Gohan actually participates in the Universe 6 vs. 7 tournament, and he actually challenges Hit, okay? So that brings out a lot of his power, okay? It's a good display and showcase for the entire universes, multiverse, whatever, to see how powerful Gohan was, right? So this entire battle takes place, okay? And the Supreme Kai says, yes, the Supreme Kais from across the multiverse have grown curious too. So all eyes were on him. All the Supreme Kais saw this, okay? They saw his insane power and strength. And obviously, one of these Kais was Zamasu, right? Zamasu already scheming and planning his Zero Mortal plan or whatever. He already has an issue with mortals, okay? So seeing Gohan with the power being unlocked by a Kai is like making him tweak like crazy. Like, this, bro is about to crash out. So they all go back home, you know, no problems, right? Everything's all good, peachy. We out here, we training with Goten and Trunks, you know, having a little bit of sparring, and then boom, future Trunks appears. So everything pretty much the same as what happened in the anime, but this time around, you know, he attacks Gohan. Why is he attacking Gohan? Okay, that's kind of weird, right? Unless, right, Gohan Black is the thing. So, again, pretty much the same. He did the same thing to Goku, mistaken him for it, because, you know, he just woke up. He was all, like, fucked up and passed out from that entire battle with him, just battling him. So, yeah, this was a huge shock, right? I just gotta gush over this again, like, it was amazing. When I first played this, I wasn't really picking up on too many of the hints. You know, I was just like, oh, okay, I thought it was Gohan is just going to go to the future and fight Goku Black. It's still going to be the Goku Black storyline, but Gohan participates in it. But no, big curveball on that, and I still cannot believe that they pulled this off. It's been a very long time since we got something where it's like, they're just making something completely fresh and brand new. And I mean, it's still just like an evil version of Gohan. It's the same similar type of concept, but this still just, man, come on, just comment down below how hyped you were whenever you saw this for the first time, as long as you didn't get spoiled, right? Because the spoilers went crazy. So, the Gohan Black thing, That blew my mind. So they do their little fight in West City. It's Gohan versus Gohan Black. All right, it's just so sick, right? You have the present day Gohan versus the body stolen version of him, and it's just it was just perfect. You know, his reaction, bro, was so confused. He was flabbergasted. He was like, oh my god, this dude might be the toughest, most sinister opponent that I've ever faced. Okay, kind of similar to like Goku, but the difference is Gohan, you know, he ain't looking to have a good time with this fight. Okay, Goku, he was like, yeah, let's do this. Like this is like a fun little training session. I'm gonna get a good feel for your power. No, Gohan's just like, bro, I gotta get this dude the fuck out of here. I got a wife and a daughter. Like, I don't want to be dealing with this. So, you know, he ends up getting forced back into, you know, his timeline and everything, just like in the anime with Goku Black. And then they, you know, travel back. Everything's pretty much the same with that. They see that, oh, he's teaming up with Zamasu. It's like, oh, we don't know. We suspect it's Zamasu that took his body, or he's behind this or whatever. But they didn't get actual proof yet. But they see that he's, you know, teaming up with him in that timeline. So again, everything's pretty much the same up until the point where, you know, they challenge him. They do a battle. It's Gohan versus Zamasu in that battle. Then they go back. Okay, and Trunks is like, hey, I'm going to stay here and I'm going to hold him off while you guys go back and heal up, figure out what's going on. Okay, obviously Goku and Vegeta are still part of this like usual, but it's just nice to have like the whole quad team here. Okay, you have Gohan, Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks. So the father and their sons all working together to resolve this situation, right? So they go back and Gohan learns the Mafuba instead of Trunks. Okay, in the actual normal continuity of the anime, Trunks ends up learning it. It makes sense for him to learn it. It's his future, you know, it's his timeline, and he's got to be the one to protect it. But because this is the Gohan-focused story, it just made more sense to me for this because, you know, he's getting this from his mentor, Piccolo. Okay, Piccolo teaches it to him, and that's just so much better to me. I love that. So just to prepare for the worst, Gohan visits Piccolo and asks him how to fight an enemy with an immortal body, and that's why it ends up, you know, resulting in this technique being learned, and he ends up using it, right? Which is awesome. They end up going back again, just like in the anime. They do it like twice, like they did it like 50 times, bro. End up going back and just let's look at this team. It's so great, dude. The whole squad. I love seeing this. So Gohan and the others jump to assist Trunks, and Zamasu turns his attention towards Goku and Vegeta. So, you know, Goku and Vegeta, they're not completely, you know, left behind in the dust, even though it is mainly focused on Gohan and even Trunks. Those are like the two big focal points of this entire story. Goku and Vegeta still are contributing in their own way, shape, or form. So then they get into the second round. Okay, round 2, Gohan versus Gohan Black. Now, Gohan Black, again, when he first did this, I thought, okay, for some reason, I was just like, all right, he's just going to do Rose, and I was excited to see him go Rose. But no, another curveball. He uses the ultimate form. Again, makes way more sense, all right? This is something that is unlocked via a Kai. Okay, this was given to him in terms of the power from the Elder Kai, in a sense, right? It's still Gohan's potential, but it's that power being drawn out by a Kai. So him doing an ultimate Rose Gohan Black is just sick, bro. Like, appearance-wise, he looks exactly the same. He just has a new kind of Rose-esque aura, and that's the only thing. You know, the design is kind of just like, it's real basic, you know, bare bones bitch stuff, but it's still cool, bro. I love this. So he even says, like, how do you like this new form? He goes, miracles can happen. How do you like this new form? So Gohan's surprised. He's like, wait a minute, what's going on? Hold on. You can use this? Like, this is the power that I have. So Gohan Black says, it's more insulting still that you fight with Universe 6 with pure arrogance, flaunting that ill-received power as if you were superior to the gods themselves. So they're going back and forth about it. Gohan's surprised that he's using this form. He's like, how do you even know about this? And Gohan Black explains the situation that he knows all. Okay, he knows about the form. He knows he got that, you know, unlocked via Kai and everything. And again, this is where the kind of grudge and him being pissed off about it comes into play. Okay, because he's like, this is insulting because you used this ultimate power from a Kai to fight Universe 6, and he flaunts it with his arrogance, right? The way he's viewing the world is insane. Like, this dude is fucking batshit crazy, okay? So, yeah, obviously he says, basically he's saying, like, you're not deserving of this power, similar to what he did to, like, Goku and Vegeta with their God Key and everything. But it's still from a god, okay? Because it's from a god, it pisses him off, right? And it's, I mean, not only that, from a Kai, okay? His own race, in a sense, okay? So they fight, you know, they're getting fucked up. He's like, all right, we got to fuse. So, again, this is all the same Fusion Zamasu, but with Gohan's hairstyle. It's exactly the same. Nothing too different there, okay? They're just getting fucked up. They're getting destroyed by this because nobody has fused, and that's the one thing that is kind of sad, that no fusion took place. I thought it would have been really cool if Goku and Gohan fused and we got Gohan, or if it was Trunks and Gohan. That would have actually worked even better. That would have been way cooler, because what we got in the anime, it was so much more focused on Goku and Vegeta until like the very end where Trunks defeats him. Okay, so that was like, it was still cool, right? We got to see Vegito. It makes sense. It was a lot of fan service, okay? Even though this is still pretty fan servicey itself, I just feel like it would have been really cool if we got a Go Hanks, Go Trunks, whatever fusion, okay? If Gohan and Trunks fused together, it would have been peak, right? I would still been really happy if Goku and Gohan fused too. One of those, right? It would have been sick. So Zamasu brings up Gohan's family. What happened to them? Again, pretty much the same exact concept of what happened in the anime. Goku, his family, basically just being Goten and Chi-Chi. Zamasu killed him, okay? Took over his body, and then he killed those two. Same situation for this. And again, they both hit really hard, and it's like, it's bad, bro. Like, this is one I feel like is even a little bit worse. Like, killing not only Videl, but Pan's like a baby, bro. Like, that's insane. Like, it's still pretty bad because it's like, you know, Goten's still a child or almost like preteen or whatever, but it's like, a baby? That's fucked up. Like, that's crazy. So this is where we get tweaking Gohan. We finally got it, okay? It's official. It's real here, but it wasn't the tweaking Gohan that we wanted. And I know why they didn't do this. Again, another thing that would have been amazing with this story is if Gohan unlocked Beast. That would be the perfect catalyst, the perfect awakening for Gohan Beast. You know, Piccolo, basically, he didn't die, but like he looked like he died in the superhero movie. If that could unlock Beast, actually killing his wife and his child, that would have been Beast 17, Beast 37. He would have been Ultra Beast. He'd turn into a goddamn Pokemon at that point, right? Like, tweaking Gohan would have been perfect for this, but obviously they couldn't do it because Beast wasn't in the game yet. Maybe they should have had Beast in the game from the start, all right? He should have been in this damn game from the base. They should have. I would have waited, okay, for them to do this story if they got Beast in the game first and they actually showcase this. You know what? Fuck it. Spike, you guys need to rewrite this entire story, okay? Once Beast DLC drops, you need to put this man in there, let him go Beast, and beat the ass of all these mofos, bro. Yeah, just kill everyone. Like, just exterminate the entire universe at this point. Because Gohan would be so pissed he wouldn't even care. I'm just joking. That's me going crazy about it. But yeah, tweaking Gohan was a thing, which I was like, damn, they actually did it, okay? You know, it's mainly Gohan and Goku that are teamed up at this point. You know, Trunks and Vegeta are still recovering. They have to get some sensu beans. Goku had to calm down Gohan, which, I mean, how do you calm down after hearing that type of information? You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, they had to do it because they had no Beast, all right? That was all for the plot. So his body starts getting corrupted, just like in the anime, same shit, you know, because he's got basically a mortal body combined with an immortal body, so it's like that shit doesn't even mix. Now, this was awesome. I like this. Nothing too crazy. You know, we've seen Goku and Gohan team up before, but this is just sick. Them doing like a duo Kamehameha in their, like, you know, new Dragon Ball Super-esque type of thing. I mean, we had that in Xenoverse 2, but it was future Gohan again. And again, if it was future Gohan instead of present-day Gohan, that would have really hit hard for Trunks. But this still hits hard at the end of the day because it's still Gohan, okay? Gohan is Gohan at the end of the day, and Trunks, you know, recognizes that. So it definitely does hit him pretty hard in a sense because this is, you know, that was his mentor and everything, right? So they go and they fire it off, and then this part right here it made me so happy, okay? Because again, it was really, you know, going back and forth, trying to focus on certain characters, who's going to finish them off, right? So Goku says, this is your fight to finish. He tells Gohan that. And then Trunks says, I know, but this is also my fight just as much as it is yours. I beg of you, let me protect my own future. So they don't take away from Trunks, like, from the entire time, okay, which is great. They have them at the very end at least be the ones to finish it off, okay? Trunks and Gohan teaming up, the sons of Goku and Vegeta in this timeline, okay, the ones that were the sole protectors of the timeline initially, at least for future Trunks' timeline, until future Gohan unfortunately died, right? It just writes itself, bro. It's just so perfect, right? Like, you have everything written for you already, and all you had to do was just show it in a video game or show it in the anime, right? So Gohan's like, you're right, we go together. Look at his face, bro. Look at Gohan's face. He's like, he looks pissed. Oh, that's great, dude. So they end up, fighting him. They do a little battle. Obviously, you go into the actual game itself and do the battle. And then Zamasu's like, all right, we're ending this now. Fuck you guys. It's time. And then Trunks, does his little monologue, even, Gohan taps into it saying, oh, well, this is because I have such a great support system. And then Trunks is like, yeah, he once saved my life talking about Gohan, and that inspires me to fight everyone. We fight as a team, right? If we can do this, we can accomplish anything. We fight together, your classic shonen shit, right? So he goes, this one's for you, Piccolo. Evil containment wave. Oh, I love it. Again, he had his little thing with Piccolo, little training with Piccolo, so that's like, at least Piccolo was part of this in some way, shape, or form. So he does the evil containment wave. Zamasu gets fucked, dude. He says, a god overcome by our mortal defies all logic. Ah! So yeah, pretty much the same thing he said when Trunks was finishing him off, but this time around, it makes so much more sense. So they actually didn't, the Mafuba wasn't a waste of time. It was a complete waste of time in the anime because he ended up just emerging from it, and it wasn't even the corrupted version. It was just regular Zamasu that he did it on, okay? So like this, can you just sit here and just like understand how much better this is? No bullshit where he takes over the sky and can't die, and then after that Zeno has to step in and then erase the entire Trunks timeline, like, and then we have the double Trunks and my bullshit. Like, come on, that was such a bad ending, dog. Like, that's the most heavily criticized thing about, I would say, just Dragon Ball Super in general, other than the bad animation in the start, and just for the most part, they had some bad animation. But yeah, this was one of the worst parts about Dragon Ball Super that a lot of people did not like, okay? Me personally, I wasn't losing sleep over it, but it was definitely dumb. Like, he erases the entire Trunks timeline, they get it back, and then there's two versions of Trunks and Mai. Like, it's so stupid, dude. So this is so much better because they actually seal him away and it's done. That's it. There's nothing else after that, okay? He's not necessarily dead. He's sealed away in this forever, in eternity, okay? So there's a great, beautiful, better resolution. The ending of this over anything was just the best part, okay, in terms of it ending on how it should have ended. This is, those YouTube videos, how it should have ended? This is how it should have ended, in my opinion. So Trunks says, I appreciate that, but my place here is not here and now is my duty to restore this world to the peace it deserves. So they asked him, like, hey, do you want to come to our timeline and, be with us or whatever? He's like, no, I got to stay here. And it makes so much more sense. He stays in his own timeline without there being some weird, like, doppelgangers, right? Some duplicates, okay? And then, of course, again, another just beautiful ending here. Gohan with his wife and his child, reflecting on his many battles as a winner. He got the W, okay? Both Trunks and Gohan got the W. Like, it's immaculate. It's perfect. It's so much better, right? But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I wanted to just really break down the entire story, compare it to what Goku Black's story was, and why I just feel like this was just so much better, in my opinion, okay? And again, if they had like a cool fusion that they introduced, that would make it even better, right? But this alone, everything that they had in this sparking episode just worked out. And again, it's just like everything was there. It was already written for you. I just had to, put it together. It had to be come into fruition this way, right? So you let me know your thoughts and opinions about this entire thing. Thanks for watching. Drop a like, subscribe here on the channel, ring my notification bell. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet!